I'm a therapist with an MBA and I own multiple businesses, and I am constantly yapping on here about like ways to streamline your business so you are doing like less work day to day in your business and can focus on the things that like actually matter to you. And I think that that's a big contributing factor to burnout, is when we're just like running around like doing all this like other shit that we actually don't really need to do, you know? So anyways, I'm constantly saying like, make sure your operations are locked in, make sure that you know like, okay, this is my natural flow for things, like have all your policies and procedures in place, like that kind of stuff, right? But the one thing that I personally do not streamline is my scheduling. I do for my initial call with a new client, right? Like that is very streamlined. That's very unlocked. But after that, like initial call, I am almost always scheduling like my next appointment with the client in the session, like at the end of the session that we're having. And that is because right now my schedule is like very changeable. Like I do not always have the same dates and the same times available week to week. I'm also traveling a lot. So I just have a very like not consistent schedule. I have a very flexible schedule. Like I can always fit you in, but it's just not always going to be at the same time every single week. And so for that reason, again, like I don't streamline my scheduling anymore because it makes a lot more sense for me to just do it on a week by week basis. Now, that is not how I did it when I was one, seeing a full caseload, and two, like really had very limited like flexibility in my schedule. In that phase of life, I did have almost every single person in like a locked date and time. And they knew if they gave that time up, someone else would have snatched it, okay? I also would have like a cancel list of people who like for some reason or another like weren't able to commit to a specific time or date. So when I did get a cancellation in my schedule, I would reach out to people on that cancellation list and see if the time that I have available happened to work for that. I will amend my original statement by saying I have historically been very streamlined in how I schedule myself, but like right now, again, I don't see very many clients a week and my schedule is so changeable that it just makes a lot more sense for me to do it on a week by week basis. But I think the overall point is that whatever you are choosing to do, whatever is working for you in that moment, do it on purpose, do it with intention, because I think like what actually trips us up is when we're like floundering and we're like have some people on a reoccurring schedule and some people we're doing week by week and like there's no consistency, there's no rhyme or reason, there's no like point or purpose as to why you are making a decision in your business for yourself, you know? So I think that's the moral of the story, is there's not necessarily a right or wrong, but there's an intentional and a not intentional, and you're gonna feel a lot better if you're doing things intentional. I promise, I swear.